Donald Trump has unveiled an ambitious second-term agenda, pledging bold moves on trade, immigration, federal restructuring, and energy production. In this video, we break down Donald Trump's bold plans for 2025, from mass deportations and trade wars to reshaping federal agencies and tackling crime. Trump has proposed a 10% tariff on all imports, aiming to reduce the trade deficit, though critics argue it could drive up prices. He targets China specifically, suggesting a gradual phase-out of Chinese imports and tighter controls on Chinese-owned US assets. Trump plans to tackle what he calls the deep state by reclassifying federal jobs for easier dismissal, potentially clashing with legal protections. He also aims to establish a government efficiency panel led by Elon Musk to identify and reduce waste. A major Trump goal is ramping up deportations, employing the National Guard if necessary, and imposing restrictions on birthright citizenship. Trump has pledged to limit access to asylum at the US-Mexico border and embark on the biggest deportation effort in American history, which would likely trigger legal challenges and opposition from Democrats in Congress. Trump has said he would seek to end automatic citizenship for children born to immigrants, a move that would run against the long-running interpretation of the US Constitution. He says he will reinstitute a so-called travel ban that restricts entry into the US of people from a list of largely Muslim-dominant countries. Declaring energy independence a priority, Trump aims to remove barriers to fossil fuel production, reauthorize drilling in Alaska, and exit the Paris Climate Accord once more. He also promises to relax regulations to boost oil, gas, and nuclear energy. Trump has pledged at times to use federal law enforcement agencies to investigate his political foes, including election officials, lawyers, and party donors. He has warned of the danger posed by an enemy from within in a reference to his opponents and called them, quote, evil. Trump has said he will consider appointing a special prosecutor to probe Democratic President Joe Biden, though he has not specified the grounds for such an investigation. Trump has said he will defer abortion law to individual states but supports certain restrictions. He has pledged not to limit access to mifepristone and has voiced support for IVF and prenatal care. Trump has been critical of US support for Ukraine in its war with Russia and has said he could end the war in 24 hours if elected, although he has not said how he would do that. Trump has said that under his presidency, the US would fundamentally rethink NATO's purpose and mission. Trump objected to $61 billion aid package for Ukraine for months, and some Republicans in Congress refused to back it. Congress finally approved the package in late April, and Trump has since suggested Ukraine's security is an important US interest. Trump has supported Israel and its fight against Hamas and recently held talks with Prime Minister Netanyahu. Trump has said the conflict should end quickly, but has offered no proposals for doing that or said whether he would differ from the Biden administration's domestically controversial policy of arming Israel. On the campaign trail, he has also floated sending armed forces into Mexico to battle drug cartels and using the US Navy to form a blockade to stop the smuggling of drugs. Trump has suggested building an Iron Dome, a massive missile defensive shield over the entire continental United States, which would be massively expensive and logistically difficult. Trump says he would institute the death penalty for human traffickers and drug dealers. He says he does not believe federal statistics that show violent crime dropping in US cities. He has said he will consider pardoning all of those who have been convicted of crimes in connection with the January 6, 2021 attack on the US Capitol. Trump's housing plans include developing federal land for large-scale, low-tax housing projects. He aims to reduce regulations to address housing shortages, making affordable living a central part of his economic vision. Trump's agenda underscores a return to aggressive policies and restructuring, promising to reshape key areas of US domestic and foreign policy if he wins the 2024 election.